Hello! Shadowcat back with more RimWorld, and today we're starting something new. Our last series kind of ended on a spectacular failure, and so we're not gonna linger on that too much. But it does give me an opportunity. So SCPR was a failure, and it wasn't even really all that much fun to play anyway. Too many rules. Too many rules. So instead, today we're gonna start a series with no rules. Because today we are starting with the new DLC, the Odyssey DLC, and I am finally going to do a current RimWorld series. I've never done that before, and I'm looking forward to it. So, what are we doing? It's very simple. RimWorld Odyssey gave us grab ships. You can build your own starship. Essentially, what they've done, because Tynan is a genius, is they took the Save Our Ship mod, which was a very large mod, very complicated mod, but also a very good one, and he's essentially integrated it into RimWorld. And so now, just like this has happened in pretty much every single one of the DLCs, like the Empire, or what was it called? The first one. Oh, now I don't remember it. Anyway, the first one that gave us the Empire also gave us magic in the form of sidecasts. And so that was great. Ideology? I don't know if there was a mod for that before. Maybe there was. I'm not sure. But it gave a whole bunch of, complex social stuff, and it was good. Biotech gave us children, which we had mods for. It gave us our own mechanoids, which there were mods for. It gave us all kinds of stuff like that. Anomaly was essentially all the occultish, Cthulhu-esque, Lovecraftian stuff that there were lots of mods for. And now we're going to get starships. And so I want to do it because I never really played around with the Save Our Ship mod, but I want to. And so I want to make my own ship. I think it's going to be great. I want to design and fly my own ship. It's going to be fun. So, before we get into it, let's go over mods real quick. And I'm not going to do a whole big presentation or anything like that. We're just going to take a look at the mods as they are. Ignore all the caution symbols over here. Trust me, they're just out of date. Anyway, what are we doing today? So, obviously, we have a whole lot of kind of utility stuff. We have Hugs Lib, Jex Tools, I think might be in here somewhere. Mod Manager, vanilla backgrounds, expanded stuff like that, XML extensions, all of that stuff. I'm using Camera Plus because I like being able to use my camera more, color-coded mood bar, stuff like that. I have coal expanded as well as iron ore, so we cannot dig up steel. I just thought it was weird that you could just dig up steel from a mountain. No, we're going to dig iron out of it. We're going to make our own steel. All the dub stuff, because all the dub stuff is really good. EPOE for prosthetics, just in case we need them. Fireworks, because fireworks are cool. You'll see them. Follow me, because we can use that to follow individual people. Harvesting organs post-mortem is a new mod for me. Haven't really gotten to use it yet. Should be good. Human pregnancy duration, because they want to have a human pregnancy last like 9 days or something like that, and I feel that's wrong. Typically, human pregnancy is about 9 months. Since there's 12 months in a year, that's about 3/4 of a year. A year in RimWorld is 60 days. So, 3/4 of that would be 45, and that's what I set it for. At least, that's what it should be set for. And that button's not going to do anything, so never mind that. I'll check it out later. Rim Fridge, because we can make starships, but we can't make refrigerators. I don't know. Minify, just because we can make starships. We have a pallet jack around here somewhere. No job authors, because yes. Random research, staple in pretty much all of my series. Once they get started with research, then they can continue with their research. Rimifeller, because we'll have access to oil. Self-dying, just so they can do that. Simple sidearms, it's a staple in pretty much everything. Snap out, because for some reason, that's not built in already, even though it should be. Pretty much the entire vanilla expanded suite. I mean, there is not a bad vanilla expanded mod out there. I recommend all of them. Ambient room is just going to add more noises, things like birds, frogs, stuff like that. It's great. Priority treatment, which don't know if it actually works or not. Sometimes I've seen doctors ignore patients regardless. Bed rest for food poisoning, that way people actually go and just sleep through it. Mend and recycle, because it's one of the best mods out there. Saves you in so much waste. Better pawn control because good. Defensive positions down for me. Work tab. All this stuff is good stuff. You can always pause the video and take a look at the mods that I have if you want to recreate this scenario. So, with that being done, let's go ahead and get into it. I have everything preset. We have our own custom scenario. We have our own custom ideology. We have our own custom pawns. We're going to get into this and we're going to make it happen. So, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, and here we are. At least I hope we are. That message should be different. But hopefully everything else works. Alright, so we have with us a full team of people this time. We have 5 people. Now, because of that, food is going to be a little scarce, so we're going to have to work on that really fast. Our job here today is to make a space program. We are starting from scratch, essentially. Not completely scratch, we do have some supplies, and of course, we do have some basic stuff like electricity, but we're going to have to do everything else ourselves. So, first things first, we'll allow everything, and we're going to take a look at what we've got here. Now, wow, right away, there are a ton of resources right here. Now the question is, oh, there's another one up there. Wow, there's 4 geothermals right here. How are we going to lay out our base? There's a few options here. I could try pinwheels. That could be very interesting. It would be a gargantuan structure. Let's try sketching it out. Because I do love my pinwheels. So there's one. Looks like it's not quite going to reach the other. But that's okay. That's actually kind of useful. There's another. When they overlap, it can make for some very interesting looking rooms on the inside. So there's that. And then there's this vent down here, which is going to dig entirely into here. We want 48. And then there was one more that was up here. Yes. So 46, 47, 48. Perfect. All right. So yeah, they do actually join together. It is going to be one enormous superstructure. Let's take a look at what we can do. So the area around each of these events will be 18 by 18. And look at that, they're even going to overlap there too. That's going to be weird. But that's the fun thing about templates like this. Can templates be boring? Yes, they can. However, if you can be flexible with them, sometimes they turn into something amazing. Perfect. All right, now let's do bedrooms. And corner rooms, maybe. Each room will be 7 by 7. Now, one of the fun things about this playthrough is that with SCPR, pretty much everything was off limits. You couldn't use, like, Psycasters, because Psycasters were anomalous, and therefore they had to be contained. The same thing was true with mechanoids. Mechanoids are anomalous, and thus they have to be contained. Everything was, generally speaking, anomalous and had to be contained, so we couldn't even use people if they were the wrong species. This is going to be different. We're going to be able to play with literally everything. Doesn't matter how we get into space, just so long as we do. I've also got another mod in here called Aspirations. It's part of the Vanilla Expanded. And one of the things that I'm looking forward to is if I can actually achieve the aspirations for my pawns. Okay, so we got that. Again, this could be a huge complex. Now, interestingly, each one of these pinwheels is built to support up to 16 people. That's 8 rooms, and ideally, 2 people per room. You know, married couples. So if we have like 5 of these set up, that would be 5 times 16. I don't know what that number is, but it's a big number. And speaking of big, we have a big room there. We can do that. Let's get more bedrooms down here. Now, obviously, we're not going to be building this entire thing at once. This will be a long-term project. And speaking of long-term projects, we're going to need to have somewhere to actually build this ship. I don't know how that's going to work out yet. Looks like there's going to be a lot of overlap in that room, so that probably won't end up being a bedroom. That'll probably be something else. That'll be its own room right there. And we can have the full corner room. Speaking of full corner room, there's another one. And those full corner rooms are good for, like, everything. Okay, and this one, have to go like that. And frankly, I guess I'm just going to cut it like that, and so we'll have a great big corner room there as well. Have to get a little creative with some of these. Reinterpret some of the rules. So there's those rooms. Another room there. That's a weird looking room, but hey, it's good. Good. Now, over here, I don't think we're going to get rooms. Because that's about all we're going to get out of this. So, yeah, that's pretty much what that's going to look like. Alright, did we miss anything? Yep, we missed a spot over here. Alright, so that's going to be the layout for our entire foundation. That is a weird-looking building. Now, the next question is, where are we going to start? Starting position... probably be this one. This is kind of the most normal one. This one or this one. I think we'll start with this one. Should be good. Alright, so, next thing to do is we're going to have to go through and set up all of our people. We will be using the passion system. So, just as a reminder, with the passion system, anybody who has a red box and no passion with it is going to automatically be a 5. With a few exceptions that everybody's going to do all of these things. Anything that is a basic task, a dumb labor task, it goes up to 1. After that, though, no skill, no passion is going to go to 5. Some skill but no passion is a 4. If you have a minor passion, that's a 3. If you have a burning passion or a natural ability, that's a 2. And if you have a critical passion, that's a 1. Critical passions don't happen that often. But when they do... Now see, that one's red, but he's got a minor passion, so that one stays at 3. That goes up, down, up, stays. And so, how are we looking so far? So we've got somebody who's good at mining, likes to do a lot of mining. These are all random pawns. They have been renamed after the people that are on the channel. So, for example, we have a PC Unicorn, and we have a JP, both channel members. We have a Weir and Saren on Patreon. And they get automatic placement in here. If you, too, would like to be part of the space program, you absolutely can be. Just let me know in the comments down below that you want to be a part of this team, and we'll find a room for you. And if there's not room, I'll just put you on a list, and the next available pawn, you'll get it. Alright, almost done with these. Those can all stay the same. These all go down by 1. Fortunately, we do have some decent researchers. At least they have some skills. Nobody with a great big passion for it, so clearly when we set up the space program, we did not send our best. But okay, that's water, so I think we're going to use this room up here as our storage room. So, put a stockpile down. And I wonder if I should have done this a little bit differently. How big is a normal corner room? The normal corner room is 13 by 16. So 13 by 16. There we go. And that means that we have that kind of walkthrough there now. That's a little bit better, actually. Is it a wasted space? Kinda, but it gives us more room in the corners, which we can use for workshops and stuff. The big rooms are sometimes important. Okay, in that case, I'm going to have them cut all plants here. And I'm going to let them start hauling. Okay, go ahead and start taking care of that. And in the meantime, I will start laying down plans. So, for example, this needs to be a room. Door there, door there, door there, and doors there. Which, you know, would be normal for that room. We are also going to need to have a couple of rooms. I'll go ahead and have them cut plants over here too. And yes, I know I'm overloading them on work at the moment, but while they're hauling, they're not doing anything else anyway. Alright, so we got that planned out. Of course, we're going to need to have the Holy Horseshoe Pin. Otherwise, people will go crazy. People will go crazy if they can't play horseshoes. We have water down here. So I don't think I need to dig a well yet, but we will need wells eventually. Oh, and one other thing is we're going to need roofs. Now, they will do the roofs automatically, but I want them to do them as they go. Now, for right now, furniture, I'm going to put down sleeping spots over here. But that's only because I'm going to put beds over here. They need to have a place to sleep. And this will give them a place to sleep, and then these beds over here will be to replace the sleeping spots. Oh, also on the schedule, everyone will get some rec time. There we go. Now this stuff's scattered all over the place. Now, we do still have all the other DLCs, so while in SCPR we never got to investigate the Fallen Monolith, it's on the list. We could. We absolutely could look at it. And there's another vent over here. We're going to have 4 geothermal vents. We're going to have power just forever. Which is a good thing, because we're going to need it. Alright, I think we're done hauling with everything. They're hauling wood to blueprints now. That's a good sign. And we're going to need a lot more wood for these blueprints, but as they're cutting trees down, it'll be fine. We're also going to need to get our first farms going. And right here is the place to do it. So while they're busy there, I'll go ahead and get these set up. And we're going to go with the default RimWorld setup, which is to say rice, potatoes, corn, and can we do heel root? No, we cannot do heel root. So we'll do cotton instead. We'll be able to harvest heel root though from the wild, so it's not going to be a huge problem. You're cloud watching. Alright, now, do I have anybody who's going to actually do construction? PC Unicorn is going to be my constructor, I guess. And it does have a higher threshold, or a higher priority than growing. So we should get the construction done first, and then other people should work on it. Or other people will do the growing. And since I'm thinking about it, I haven't planted anything yet, so go ahead and just cut everything there too. Alright, we're getting the first warehouse done. I say warehouse, but this is going to be kind of our everything room. And I kind of wonder, I mean, generally speaking, I would be building a kill box as the entry for the base off of the sides. However, we've kind of got a natural inlet right here. I think this could work out well for us. Are you stargazing laying in the water? Well, that just seems awful. And we need recreation variety. Okay, well that's fair. We have a Holy Horseshoe Pin queued up. Alright, well, first night here. We don't have a ton done. We did get some roofs built at least. I wonder, who is going to be our best people? And apparently I don't have the numbers mod installed. Maybe it's not compatible yet. So we'll use hunting. So you've got a 4, 3.5, 3.5. Okay, yeah. So Weirin, you're going to be my best hunter. You're going to get the rifle. Who's next? PC Unicorn. You're next up. You're going to get the revolver. As soon as I find out where it went. I know it was over here. There it is. That's going to be yours. And I can't see Mei Li here, so I'm just going to give it to the next person. JP is going to get the knife. Alright, and PC Unicorn is awake. Hopefully we're going to get back to work here. We are getting back to work here. Excellent, we've already got a couple of beds built. And this room up here... we need more wood before I can place down anything else. Okay, there's wood. Now I can. Wooden bucket, and... already too late. Come on, cut the tree, cut the tree. There we go. Perfect. Wooden latrine. Alright, good. And I've already got people that are planting, so we're getting a head start on that. Come on, we can do this. How much more wood are we going to need to finish these up? I mean, a lot more if people keep botching the construction. So please stop doing that. What I will order is for all trees to be cut down in this square. And perfect. We have beds for everyone. That one's poor. That one's awful. That one's normal. That one's normal. That one's normal. Okay, well, we have 3 normal beds and 2 that are just nobody wants to sleep on them. So, is everybody familiar with musical chairs? This is musical beds. First one, or, first one in gets their pick. And PC Unicorn took the poor bed. Now, you built it. I think you built it anyway. Actually, does it tell me who built it? It does not tell me who built it. Alright, well, people are growing now. Oh, Psychic Soothe. That's nice. Take that. Alright, so... let's see. So, 37 meals left. We're gonna need more wood, but they're working on planting first. I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing ever. We're going to need power as well. Places for power are kind of few and far between. Like, I can't do it over here because I don't think the train's going to support it. The train might support it. We'd have to mine this stuff out, though, to put down wind turbines. Otherwise, it would have to go on this side. Yeah. So if we look at our power options, wind turbines are like the best way to go right now, I think. And no, those would work. This would work. Okay, I'm down for that. I wish I would have built the bedrooms over here then. But I didn't think that far ahead. Alright, rice is planted, potatoes are planted. They're working on cotton. They're working on corn. Now, once everybody is done with the planting part, they should move on to just cutting. Which means we should be getting a whole lot more wood now. Which should put PC Unicorn back to work. And it does. We're going to set that for occupancy check. It's not, you know, sealed yet, but it will be. And as they bring in more and more wood, PC Unicorn can go through and actually get the building done. So there we go. Now that's done. Okay, now... Oops, no, not that. Getting ahead of myself. We're going to need more beds over here. Because one of these is going to be a barracks, one of these is going to be a hospital. And that's how that's going to work. We'll set this for an occupancy check too. That way nobody walks in on each other, hopefully, ideally. I mean, the idea is that every room is going to have their own bathroom, but with the door to the outside, it's accessible to the public, which means they don't have to build extras. Okay, we can close this. We don't need it. Okay, then. We got the Holy Horseshoe Pin. We have all of these done. We're doing good. Okay. Next, then, is we've got our source of food here. I'm curious, what would this look like if we were to put these in here? Oh, it would close off the entire thing. So, yeah, it's not really going to work. Down here, then, is where we have to go. So, let's start by mining this out. Actually, I only really need to mine that much. We don't need to go crazy on this. In addition, I'm going to go ahead and have this all walled in. Need to get all the doors placed. There, not there. That one, though. That one. And that one. A lot of doors. We'll need to get bridges over here. So, structure... bridge. Bridges are expensive, but there's kind of no way around it. How are we doing on food with 5 people? Down to 26 meals. We're going to need a meal source sooner rather than later. We're also going to need some power. 1, 2. And then wooden walls will go all the way around it. And yeah, we'll need to do more bridges over there too. Just like that. And doors, we'll get a door there, we'll get a door there, and we'll have a door over here too, eventually. But we gotta have the bridges there first. So, lots of construction to get done. Still lots more trees to cut down, we should have enough to get everything. Now, the problem, of course, as we saw in our previous game, is that wooden bases are very susceptible to fire. And a transport pod. Well, I mean, you're hostile to us, and we don't have a prison yet. Unfortunately for you, you're gonna have a bad time, because we can't keep you. We're gonna be sending a rocket into space, though. I mean, we're not a prison colony here. There is no contained part of this scenario. Okay, now that we have these beds built, this is going to be our infirmary for right now. Occupancy check. Occupancy check. I don't know why those got turned off, but there we go. Now they're turned back on. We can clear that out. Oh, there's deer over here. Okay, I mean, we should probably get a kitchen set up. It's not too hard. Furniture, no. Production, we're going to need a butcher table. And I'm going to go ahead with an electric stove, just because I have high hopes. And furniture? We should have access to refrigerators, I think. Maybe we don't? Okay. Well, I'll put a couple of shelves here. Oh, wait, no, not that. I don't want to make steel shelves. I'll wait until we have more wood. There's stumps over here, though. We can be pulling these stumps out. Excellent. We're getting the first windmill up. Now, there's still more work that's got to be done. We're going to do that. And we're going to turn this into more food. We can change it later, but for right now, we're just going to do the same trinity of rice, corn, and potatoes. I need a wall there too as well. And yeah, you can see all the wildlife around us. I mean, they're going to love the farm, which is why we need to get this wall up around it to keep the animals out. And we're down to 18 meals. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. We're gonna get this done. Do I have any good cooks though? I actually have somebody who has a burning passion for cooking and has 6 skill in it. So yeah, that's good. One more thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. Need to get some support columns in that room. And one more thing that we are going to need is going to be power conduits. I know, it's just like one thing after another. There we go. That'll get the power conduits done. I say, are we cleaning? There's more trees down here to cut. Okay, I see a lot of people botching the wiring jobs. Please stop doing that. We don't have steel to waste. Psychic Soothe is ending. That was nice while it lasted. Oh, they're building bridges. Those are super expensive. Please don't screw those up. Okay, and we need a name here. I don't have a name... I don't have a name picked out already. So... we should give our faction a name. Well, our faction is going to be... this is going to be easy. This is going to be the Rim World Space Agency. Okay? That's our faction. And we should give our settlement a name. Well, a couple of things come to mind. So, in Florida, we have Cape Canaveral. And in Texas, we have Houston, which is where the Mission Command Center, or Mission Control Center is. So, how about this? We'll combine both of them. We're going to call this one Cape Houston. There we go. It's a combination of both, because we're going to be launching the ship from here and controlling it from here. There we go. We are now the RimWorld Space Agency. Okay, we botched a lot of things. How are we doing on steel? We still have plenty. Should be fine. Oh, I'm gonna need to get some light in there too. Furniture. Desk lamp? No. Standing lamp. One there, one there. That'll light things up pretty well. And actually, I might as well do the other rooms too. Even wall lights. And there's a cord running across the floor. We can shorten that up too. And you guys just had to come in and trample all over our crops. But hey, look at that. We've got power. Cool. Cooking simple meals. Let's get that queued up. We're going to do this until we have 10. We'll pause it until we hit 5, and then we'll make more. All right, and we're getting a little bit more attention from those. However, we are going to need more food. In general, we're down to 6. Who is my best socialite? That's going to be Wardening... PC Unicorn. You're my go-to for everything. See if they have any food. Says they're a bulk goods trader. They might. Alright. They actually do have food. Nothing's going to keep for very long, but it'll keep us going for a little while. Can we afford that? Actually, we can't afford that. We're going to be eating chinchilla for a while. Actually, no, we're not. Pemmican. It's actually cheaper than the meat. We'll take your entire stock. Please get this hauled in before their animals eat it. Or you can go to sleep instead of haul it. Well, great. Now their animals are going to eat it. Their animals are eating our food that we just bought. At least I think they are. I'm pretty sure I saw one of them nibbling. No nibbles. But we have power. Yes, they are eating it. Okay, just get up. Haul this stuff. Okay, there we go. Much better. Now, this map doesn't have access to a ton of stone. We have slate and marble, which is not the best. But you know what? We'll make it work. Marble being the softest stone, doesn't have a ton of uses. Oh, they even gave us some silver back. That's nice. Okay, please stop botching the construction. We don't have resources for this. See, that was much better. I'm very impressed with that. I'm very happy with that. Good job. Alright, now that all that planting is done, they're back to cutting wood. That's good, because we have a lot of construction that needs to be done. We also need to get this this butcher table made. If we can get the butcher table made, we can start doing hunting. And speaking of hunting, do not have anything rotten in here, but animal corpses and mechanoid corpses are welcome. We're also going to need a dumping pile. I'm going to make this the dumping pile. So, clear all. Priority is going to be low. But it's going to be corpses and waste. Yep, all of that. And that'll get that out of the bathrooms. Perfect. There we go. Butcher creatures. Do forever. And just drop it on the floor. It'll be fine. Little dirt never hurt anyone. Why are you not powered? Because you're too far away from any wires. That's why. Well, I can fix that. Correction. I can tell them to fix that. And then we're going to get a door right there. Same thing's going to be true over here. While they're all going to bed, I'll get these blueprints placed. Just like that. And it looks like we're going to get sunrise soon. I mean, that's useful. Should probably look at getting floors in here too at some point. But, I mean, that's going to be a ton of wood that we don't currently have. Okay. Alright. Early morning, everyone's getting up. It's good. They're eating up our pemmican stock, but that's fine. We have 45 left. It kept us going for a little bit. Quest available, mechanoid signal. We've detected a signal from a mechanoid ship in orbit. The ship has malfunctioned and is slowly losing altitude. By falsely responding to the signal, we can make it crash land nearby, salvage valuable grav tech. Oh, but if we drop it, then it's probably going to drop mechanoids on us. Now, I don't see an expiration on this one, which means that we don't have to act on it right now, but we can later. Same thing with the monolith there. And a binge party? We don't really have anything to binge on. Sorry, just don't binge anything. It's a bad idea right about now. Oh, I guess I should point out that we are currently playing with Randy. We're playing Randy Random on Strive difficulty. Not losing is fun, because losing is not fun. We're just playing on the normal settings, which, trust me, with Randy, is hard enough. Don't forget these stumps. Okay, we're going to want to get stone cutting up and running soon, too. We're also going to want to get research. And, Bunny, you are now trapped. So guess what? You're going to be food. I don't know who's going to do the hunting. Apparently Weird's going to do the hunting. Good shot. JP's going to do the butchering. Oh, I should probably tell them not to eat that too. Manage food policies. We're just going to use the standard lavish. No rotten, obviously. No rotten. No raw. No corpses. I hate to have to say that. However, there is one exception, and that is berries. You can eat berries. Berries are fine. Other than that, if it's not cooked, don't eat it. Alright, we are looking good, except for the whole food part. That's going to be a problem here soon. So, maybe it's time we bring in some deer. Let's bring in a couple of deer. Until I find out if we have refrigerators, we can't go too wild on meat. I mean, I thought that we had them, but I guess not. Toy boxes. Small bookcase. I mean, we might need research for that. We have electricity. We have air conditioning. Yes, we have refrigerators. So then where is it? Well, let's use this. Ah, here we go. It's under temperature. And a manhunter pack. Manhunting sparrows. It is 2 sparrows. Okay. Do we need to worry about this? Here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure that everyone is set to attack. If you see a sparrow coming at you, go ahead and kill it. Otherwise, it's a bird. Oh, and somebody brought home a deer. Excellent. Hopefully we can get that butchered. And, I mean, if anyone was going to do it, JP would be the one to do it, I would think. Although, maybe not. And a wild gander. Really? Why is every bird trying to kill us? Okay, well, JP just got injured. Couple little bites. It's okay, though. I mean, it's a Canadian goose, so of course it wants us dead. And now it's going to be dinner. Good enough for me. Only problem is that, number one, the stove has no power, and number two, I was going to say, I think the JP was our cook, but actually JP is a kind of a... No, he's terrible. He does have the appropriate passion for it. And another transport pod crash with another hostile entity. Again, this is not a prison colony. We'll take your clothing, though. Look, we're trying to get into space, and clearly everyone is falling from space. Wood. We're gonna need these shelves. Weiren's already healed up, so that's good. So is JP. We're good to go. And it looks like the rice is almost done. Oh, we're also going to need, like, some furniture at some point. So that's what I'm going to do in here. We'll get some benches. And we'll even go ahead and... we'll get some storage shelves. But we already just cooked a whole bunch of meals. So that's good. We've got 8 meals now. And we're getting our first rice harvest. Oh, and by the way, I forgot. Let's make sure that this does not get roofed over. We can roof over around it. And I encourage that, but don't roof over the plants. Oh my goodness, and you roofed over this. No, undo that. Undo that. No wonder they stopped turning. You can't put windmills under a roof. That's just crazy talk. And then PC Unicro went to bed. Alright, well I guess it'll be tomorrow then when we get power back. Low food. Yes, I'm aware that we have low food, but don't worry, we're going to fix that. I mean, we're already close to our first harvest here. All in all, it's a good start. We're off to a very good start here. Now, one thing that I am curious about, do I have anybody who's like a candidate for the Empire? Because they're going to show up eventually. Vengeful, Mad Surgeon, Psychopath. No. Thin-skinned, Ascetic, Great Memory, no. Insatiable, Academician, no. Cold-inclined, Fun-loving, no. And Chemical Fascination. So, no, we really don't have any Empire candidates. So when the Empire comes knocking, we're going to go ahead and tell them no. Speak of the devils. A Knight of the Imperium of the Moon is calling from nearby. Her guards were killed by a man-hunting sparrow. Unfortunately, there's just... You don't have anything to really offer us. I don't have anybody who's going to be a good Psycaster. And my rules in general are that greedy or jealous pawns tend to become Empire candidates. Because that way they get the best rooms anyway. Perfect, there we go. We get power back. Aha! So this is going to be preferred, and this is going to be for meat and animal products. We're going to get the kitchen fully set up. This one is going to be for meals. And so will this one. Oh, preferred and preferred. And this one down here will be preferred for vegetarian ingredients. So anything that you're harvesting out there, put it on the right shelf. Anything that you butcher goes on the left shelf. And those are stage directions, because the stove is facing that way. Perfect. All right, I think we're off to a great start. Spoils in a day. It'll be fine. We'll be able to cook with it. All right, so the wall around the power is done. The wall around the garden is done. We have one barracks. We have one hospital. We have one storage/workshop. And now we have people that are literally wandering because they have nothing else to do. So we're going to find something else for them to do. But I think that's going to wait until next time. So we're going to take a break here. When we get back here next, given that this is a space program, we are going to need to get crafting set up. We're going to get research set up desperately. Like, we need a lot of research. We're going to spend so much time on research. It's not even funny. We're going to need to have weapons and armor so we can take out the mechanoids, so we can get the grav core. We're going to need a lot. So, if you want to see that, then subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, that you get notified every time these videos come out. If you know somebody else who's also into RimWorld, then share this video with them. But if you just like me, like what I'm doing, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. I'll see you next time for more RimWorld Space Program. Until then, take care.